Students, please stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Ryan, why do you not say the Pledge of Allegiance?
It's against my religion.
I'm going to take you to the principal's office.
What?
Bye-bye.
See you, Ryan.
Hello, Mrs. Johnson. What can I do for you?
I would like to inform you that your son Ryan would not say the Pledge of Allegiance in class today.
Well, Miss Johnson, it is not a part of our religion.
It doesn't matter. You have to say the Pledge of Allegiance no matter what.
Well, I'll just take this to court. I hope you have a lawyer, Miss Johnson.
I'll see you there, Mr. Russo.
Have a good day.
All rise. The Honorable Judge George is presiding. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah. Order in the court. We have come here today because Mr. Santiago and Mrs. Johnson say that you have to say the Pledge of Allegiance no matter what religion. Mr. Santiago, why do you say that you always have to say the Pledge of Allegiance?
To instill a sense of patriotism among students, and that parents and teachers should teach this to the children, since they learn by example, particularly when it comes to patriotism.
Okay, and you, Mr. Russo?
The pledge discriminates against their religion and others who are good without a God. We rejected the defendant's argument people are not asked to respect any specific established religion and that the prayer is voluntary.
You make a good point, Justice Black. Do you have anything to back that up, Mr. Russo?
Yes, sir. When they say Almighty God, this is not okay for our and others' religion. As you know, some people do not believe in Lord.
Yes, Mr. Russo, I can see where you're coming from.
Yes, they rule Alabama's law permitting 1 minute for prayer or meditation was unconstitutional, and to the separation of church and state requires the government stay out of the business of prescribing religious activities of any kind.
Go on.
The government filed a suit in a New York state seeking a ban on the prayer, insisting that the use of this official prayer in the public schools was contrary to their own and their children's beliefs, religions, or religious practices.
Do you have anything to say, Justice Black?
We ruled that written prayers were not to be recited in public schools and were an unconstitutional violation of the Establishment Clause.
Okay, we will process all of this information and we will see you two next week. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
1 week later,
Okay, Justices, do you have an answer?
8 people said yes, 1 person said no.
Why do you say no?
Because I believe that all the classes in the United States of America should say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Expand on that, please.
Many of our original states had a state-supported church with taxes being paid to support it, but the nation's founders strangely believed in keeping the state out of the church's business and vice versa.
Laws allowing or mandating a moment of silent school prayer and the posting of the 10 Commandments in school, even though popular in some areas, have nearly always been struck down as violating the First Amendment.
Any other information you believe is necessary?
Yes, I do. The Respondent Board of Education, acting in its official capacity under state law, directed the school district's principal to cause the following prayer to be said aloud by each class in the presence of a teacher at the beginning of each school day. A local school board in New York has provided that the people who wish to do so may join a brief prayer at the beginning of each school day, knowing their dependence upon God and asking for blessing upon them, and their parents, their teachers, and their country. For we do not have with the establishment of a state church, which would of course be constitution and permission, but with whether school children who want to begin their day by joining in prayer must be prohibited from doing so.
Okay, let's huddle around and talk about it. We have an answer. Students don't have to say the Pledge of Allegiance if they don't want to. Okay, then it's settled. Students don't have to say the Pledge of Allegiance in class if they don't want to.
The next day in class,
Please, listen to the intercom.
Students, can you please stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance? I
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.